Hello, this is Lorraine in Tanga, Tanzania. And do not like and subscribe if you're here because you want to see cooking videos. I'm doing two, and that's it. I worked in hotels and restaurants for 12 years. My modus operandi for cooking is if you can't do it in 20 minutes, it doesn't happen. So, I just learned about a new way to do uh, spaghetti sauce. And it's from a friend that is half Italian. So, let me show you. It's got to be the simplest thing I've ever heard of. So, take your pot and I'm going to throw in a bunch of garlic, random amount. In Tanga, they have people who actually do the garlic, peel it for you. And it's very tiny garlic. It's a little pain. So anyway, that's not enough. You can never have enough garlic. And no, I'm not going to smash it because in this cooking process, it will pretty much disintegrate. And also, I'm going to put in, these are your typical small onions that we get here. So I am going to be putting in a bunch. Check out these clay pots, aren't they neat? So let's see how much. Oh, that's about enough. And then I am going to grow some basil. I've got some growing, but it's not really enough, so I'll throw in some of this. And the oregano, I will throw in that. Oh shoot, that wasn't oregano. It says oregano. It's actually flax seeds, and it's not even ground. Oh well. Now I gotta find out. Oh, the oregano is right behind it in the real oregano jar. Okay, well that didn't go very well. Anyway, it won't hurt. And oregano. And then I'm gonna put a little bit of red pepper flakes in. Not a whole ton. Just get rid of that. And then this is real sea salt that I have ground up. It comes in this. Check this out. Actually, I'm going to use this because it doesn't need to be ground. So I'm going to put in random amount that can be adjusted later. And then for the fait accompli, I'm putting tomatoes in. I'm putting them, I put them up here because just in case the mice or rats come around and feel hungry. They've already been washed. So now we have totally uncut onions and tomatoes. And now, this is the real healthy part. I'm going to give, this is rainwater from last night. So, check out the cat. I made that when I was about 23 years old. So then, we'll pour real rainwater into here. Random amount, kind of covered, but that can be adjusted later. And then, I'm going to put it on the stove. I don't have an oven. The oven kind of went into flames rather a while back. So I use this. So and put a cover on it. And ignore it. They say, studies show that this outer part of the onion is the healthiest bit. So, and that you should not be throwing it away. And I've done this a couple times. The first time I did it, I cut off the ends And then the last time I thought, screw it, I'm just going to leave the ends in. Well, I have to admit, I did forget about it for about 2.5 hours. And so those, the little bits at the end, they had dissolved to basically nothing. They were like a piece of oregano. So anyway, I'll show you what this looks like later. It is like yummy. Trust me. So it's been about 45 minutes or so. I thought I would come and check how it's doing. And it is boiling away here. And I'll just give it a stir. Oop, tomatoes just starting to break open. And I'll just, and about that. Put the cover back on. Check the gas, which is very low. And this is a piece of stone from the beach. I have to put it there just to make sure it doesn't, the gas doesn't go. So, wait another hour. I love this kind of cooking. It has been bubbling away like a witch's cauldron. And so you see, it's whole pieces, but look, you press on it, and it's like roasted onions. It's just amazing. So I'm going to let it cool down, and then I'm going to put it in the blender, and you have no idea how good it is. Okay, next up is whizzing it all together. So I've got this little blender here. Take my scoop and just see, it's not, I mean, it is not very, not very photogenic, as you can see. See, it's not very pretty, but we don't care about prettiness here. So I'm just gonna scoop it into here. Just gonna take this a couple of times. I'll spare you the noise. Okay, I won't spare you the noise. So the consistency is, well, it's kind of like what spaghetti sauce is supposed to be like. But the interesting thing is, you know, what happened to all the bits and pieces? You know, it all magically disappeared. So it's kind of like this rustic, I guess is what you call it. I don't know. And so I'm gonna do that again, but I'm not gonna bore you with that, so I'm gonna taste it. Oh, divine. Divine. It's just, So, yeah, as I said, there's not going to be maybe any more wonderful food recipes from me. But this is an important one. For someone who's trying to save time, this is it. So, you can still like and subscribe and watch my other videos instead. Okay, thank you.